Hello, welcome to Funnyfarm Pod. It's me, Joe, and we have Chris, and we have Charlie.
Yeah,
Hi guys.
we're
And,
back together, boys. We're back together.
And what on earth are we talking about this week, lads?
I don't know. Can we just talk about?
I've got loads to talk about.
You,
You'd be moaning like fuck about my audio. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
It's all right today. It's all right today.
I am deaf. So I tried out some headphones before, and like I did Beats by Dre, and they're not meant for podcasting. They're just
No.
Are you getting a countdown on the start?
I just did then. Listen? Stop interrupting, will you?
Because he every week he fucks the intro up with this.
So the headphones.
Carry on, mate. Carry on, Dre.
Headphones. I look like something because I got my tracky top on today. So I look like something out of fucking Run DMC when he had them on as well.
And it's like that. And that's the way it is.
Anyway,
Go on then, Charlie.
You carry on. You talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
No, you go. I think this could be episode Charlie, where Charlie comes into his own. Go.
Ages ago, I do all the fucking work on this pod, and you two know you three know it.
I've never heard so much fucking bollocks in all my fucking life. Anyway, he fixes his bath and his fucking washing machine once a week, goes to the butcher's, which he'd do anyway, and posts a couple of shitty little AI developed fucking pictures at her, and he does all the work, Joe. Yeah.
Tell you what, this pod would be no if it weren't for me. So we just all start falling out.
Joe pops on for an hour every week and then goes and wanks off for the other fucking.
That's it. I'm trying to get it to half today as well.
I'd be nothing without you boys. Honestly, I'd be nothing.
Honestly, no, it's great. Well, what I just want to say is at the beginning of this pod, because obviously this is the bit where most people watch. So those of you that do watch this pod, just give us suggestions what we can do. You can email in at funnyfarmpod@gmail.com. Is that right?
No. Hello, funnyfarmpod.co.uk.
Funnyfarmpod.co.uk, and then we've got the Patreon, but I'm not pushing that right now. All I'm trying to say is if there's anything that you lot can think that would make this better, just please message, because then we can obviously take that on board and adapt some of that. Because right now we're just falling out at the very beginning as a laugh. But
we're not. It's all good.
I'll have to tell you about my bath. You've obviously seen the video. So, what was it? Was it the kids? Was it that? Oh yes. So, my missus decides the other night she's going to go for a bath. So I'm sat there, and she goes for the bath. I'm sat there with the three kids, and then I just let the kids do whatever they want to do, and it's like we've got like a playroom, and at the moment it's just full of crap because we've had loads of kids' birthdays and stuff like that, so it's just full of crap in the moment and toys, which is anyway. So she comes downstairs and she's going, "What's that water?" And right above the door frame, there's a drip coming down. Our bathroom's right up above, and there's a drip coming down, and the little one is soaking wet because he's playing in this water. There's a big puddle on the laminate. The little one's playing in it, and he's soaking wet. Funny as fuck it was. And my missus is like giving me one of those stares. What is it? I don't know. You're the one who just got out the fucking bath.
You broke it, woman. Sort it.
Yeah. What had happened was, we've got one of those, twisty things for the plug in the bath, and all the seal had broken around it. It's all broken off. The kids have probably been kicking it when they're in the bath and they're trying to swim lengths and stuff like that. So I had to repair that, and it worked. It's worked. Bath panel's back on now. There's no leaks. It's all done. All good. All sorted. And I had a bit of a DIY weekend. I went into it then, putting up shelves, fixing the front door. Sorting out the kids' bikes. Went for her over the weekend because most of the sport was cancelled because of the weather. So
I fixed a drawer in the kitchen actually, so that is a fucking success for me.
what was up with it?
I just tightened some screws up, mate. That was it. That was all it was. Can you see my little bald patch?
Oh, you been picking?
What you done there?
I've had it years. It's an anxiety thing. I just sit there. I don't even realise I'm doing it anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll pull the hairs out my face. It's called trichomania, I think it's called. It's not good.
Probably dickomania. What was, did you? I've been dying to ask you this since our convo on Friday. Did you ask Jane why she was messaging me?
Oh no!
Didn't you?
I did. She didn't. I don't think she gave me a full. She wasn't messaging you. That is the answer.
All right.
That's the answer. I said like. She popped her head through. I've got a little hatch. She popped her head through. I goes, "What are you?" This straight after the pod. I goes, "What the fuck have you been messaging Charlie about?" And she's like, "Charlie? I've not messaged Charlie." I goes, "He got a message saying when's Yoga Nidra or something." And she's like, "Oh fuck, did I send that to him?" So I don't know who that was to, mate. I don't know who that was to. So I'm trying to say. I don't know. She does Yoga Nidra and she does Pilates, Reformer Pilates. She's getting strong, mate. She'll be able to throw me around the bedroom soon. She's like proper going for it. She's going like 3-4 times a week. So it's like if I go down on her, I've got to make her come, else I'm going to suffocate. It's as simple as that. She ain't letting me up. You know what I mean? But so it's lucky that we're in our mid-40s and that shenanigans.
She's growing a beard or anything like that.
No, she's not on steroids yet, mate. But you never know, do you? She might get the like. I want to be a bodybuilder. I want to go. She'll probably try and fuck me up the arse. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so your kids do lengths in the bath, do they? How many can you do? About a third of a length.
I only have to put in an inch of water and it's right up to the top when I get in the bath. When I had like before I met my missus, I had like a proper boys pad. I had this apartment and the bath I had a massive bath in there. It was huge.
Yeah.
And then since like when I moved in with my missus, it's like the houses we bought, the baths have been tiny. But I did out that bachelor's pad. I had like in the skirting board in the bathroom. I had the little decking lights. It was all dead fancy. It was. I had remote controls on the switches in the living room and stuff. So.
I used to love a bath. Not had a bath for years. As in, I have had a shower. But yeah.
You haven't got a bath, have you, Chris?
No, just a shower. Yeah, we used to have a bath. So it went well when we moved in. There was a bath, and we just decided it's a tiny bathroom, though, isn't it? It's not very big. So we just decided to rip that out and have a. I mean, showers are cleaner, aren't they? I mean, you come out of a bath and you still you probably feel like you're more fucking dirty than when you went in. But it's just dead relaxing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get some Radox in there and chill. And I've been suffering really badly with my back at the moment. I'm at the doctor's for a blood test tomorrow, so I might try and have a word with them. Although, did you get this right? My missus went to the doctor's for something the other day, a couple of weeks ago, and there was another thing she wanted to talk to the doctor about, and she said, "Oh, can I just talk to you about this as well?" And he was like, "No, you've got to book another fucking appointment."
Yeah,
I've had that.
Yeah,
pathetic. How pathetic is that?
I know, it's absolutely ridiculous. But and the other thing about it as well is that, like, you know, when you phone up the doctors now, and it's like they go, "What is it that's wrong with you?" And you think to yourself,
don't know.
I've got this. Yeah, you don't know, but I've got this pain, or I've got this thing popped up somewhere, or and then they go like, "Right, it's just that we can try and sort it out for you on the phone." Rather than you having to come in. And I'm thinking, What do you mean you can sort it on the phone?
Do you have a scalpel?
You can't get an appointment with a doctor. The doctor's got to ring you, haven't they? Say, "Oh yeah, can you come in at such and such a time?"
I know a couple of stand-up comedians who are doctors, so I just go and watch one of their gigs if I want to see a doctor. That's the only fucking chance I've got. Ridiculous. I couldn't believe it when she said that.
Please.
Yeah. I think I've got a bit of thrush. Can you have a look? Oh dear.
I'm on these new meds. Have I said this on the pod? I'm on these new meds for my diabetes, and I had to get them sorted out, and like I ordered some, and I wanted another load because they take a while to come, and I think I was ordering another after about a week. And the receptionist, when I rang up, she was talking to me as if I was either a 5-year-old or I had dementia, and she
Yeah.
goes, "You can't just order when you want to, you know." And you know what? Normally I'd have said, "What the fuck are you going on about?" But I just said, "What did I say to her? Why are you talking to me as if I'm silly?" I can't believe I brought that sentence. You know what? If I would have said, "What the fuck are you going on about?" I would have been banned from the doctors.
Why are you talking to me like I'm a little silly Billy? I'm Charlie, not Billy. It is. I mean, it's mad, isn't it? It's like the advice I got to book an appointment was like you get up at 8 and you get on the phone to try and book an appointment. Then you get through. I've got no appointments left for today. The best thing you can do is get up at 6:30 in the morning and come and get it first in the queue for 8 o'clock. That was the advice I got. Get up early in the morning and get first in the queue, and you're guaranteed to get an appointment. It's like,
Yeah,
but you.
everybody has the same thing, don't they? They all have that same mentality.
Yeah, it's mad. It's like worse than the queue to Charlie's Butchers on Christmas Eve, trying to do that. It's mad. I don't know, but I mean, God bless the NHS. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
God bless the NHS, and like I know, like you particularly like love the American lifestyle, but I wouldn't want the American healthcare system. I mean that you're literally taking chance, aren't you? There, it's like if you don't have the health insurance and something does go wrong, you fucked it.
Is that like Pig of the Week then? Doctor's receptionist, is that first candidate?
Definitely a candidate, mate. It's definitely a candidate. I'm not going to go into detail, and I think Joe will back me up on this, but option number 2 for Pig of the Week is cars.
Yeah.
We're both having fucking car issues. In fact, you've had car issues as well, slightly different, but we've all had car issues this week. Mine's fucked, I think, and I'm getting a new one. Joe's is fucked, and Charlie's just rich, so he's just getting a new one, aren't you, mate? Or his wife is.
So we're setting up a new thing as well. If anybody can, we're gonna do a donation page. So yeah, if anybody wants to donate just £1 a month, that'll help me get a new wheel.
Sign up to Patreon, patreon.com/Funnyfarm Pod. £3 a month. You can't go wrong. Less than a coffee. And there is a site, isn't there, which is buymeacoffee.com. We're setting up one called buymeacar.com.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we need, Chris. But oh yeah, I was going to the gym this morning, and coming down Nottingham Road, going towards your house, Chris, and the traffic was absolutely like just shocking. I know I was there for 20 minutes, and it's normally like literally a 20-second drive straight through, and everybody's like getting out the car, looking about because it wasn't moving at all. And then eventually, when I got there, I've got a picture of this as well. There was a swan in the middle of the road, and nobody had got out to move the swan. And in the end, this guy just ran straight up, like this, and it just flew straight off. And I thought, 20 minutes, we've all been waiting there for a swan.
You're not allowed to hit them, are you?
Every swan in the country is like protected by the king.
It's king,
owned by the king. Yeah. I was gonna say the queen then.
But like, I just thought to myself, like, what on earth can we do? Because obviously, yeah, and I wouldn't. I hate people that just hit. You know what I mean? Just hit animals on purpose. Like, as you see it no end, don't you? The pigeon lands on the ground and they just go boom straight through it.
Yeah.
And I think to myself, like, that's horrible. You know what I mean? It's still life, isn't it?
It's like like when you're in city centre or whatever, and there's thousands of pigeons, and you've got those kids that run at these pigeons, And the
Yeah.
pigeons will, so the kids run in that way, the pigeons will always fuck off that way. How much do you wish that they just turned round and fucking flew at the fucking cunt's face? I do have psychotic tendencies from time to time, and that's one of them. It's like, if a kid starts farting about with like they do it with seagulls at the seaside, and you just think if that seagull just flew up and twatted him in the face, it wouldn't be his fault, it wouldn't be the kid's fault, it's the parents' fault for letting him do it, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like it's not the child's fault. They're just naturally going to be mischievous, aren't they? But
Yeah.
yeah, I often think I wish that had, like, it's like when I see anyone, like these electric fucking bikes or trial bikes, and you've got dickheads with balaclavas on, and they're driving around on the actual roads. How much do you
Yeah.
want them to hit a fucking pothole and just wrap themselves around a fucking lamppost? They
Oh,
need
yeah.
to. They deserve to be like gone. Those people do. I really think they deserve to be gone. There's
You
there's
get
a
loads.
Put your swan up on Facebook, can you?
Yeah, I'll put
Yeah.
it on
Put
in a
that on
minute.
Facebook. Yeah. That'll be good.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so our listeners, Spotify listeners, can see if you want to jump onto our Facebook page, our Funnyfarm Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And follow us on there.
On Instagram, Facebook,
I used to have
TikTok.
a mate. I had a mate who used to pick up roadkill, take it home and cook it.
Yeah,
There's a,
I've got a friend who does that.
It's not Ed, is it?
No, no, it's not. Well, it probably might be now.
That kebab was like roadkill, wasn't it, in Leek?
Awful.
Ed.
Awful. I don't think I've recovered still. You know what I mean? Like, my eyes all the time at the minute. Ever since we did that, when I wasn't well that day, was I? Can you
No.
remember? I really wasn't
No.
well. And ever since that sort of day, I've not felt great, like at all. I've had this awful cough, which I've finally got rid of, and that it's lasted literally months. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, you Google it, don't you? First thing it says, oh, it's lung cancer, and you just think to yourself, like, so I went to the doctors about it, and she just goes, no, you got a swollen gland. And I'm like, yeah, but why is it going on for months?
Can I just talk to you about this boil on my cock? No, sorry, it's one appointment, one issue. Since I've packed up smoking, I'm definitely a lot better. I'm a lot clearer lung-wise now. So it's been 6 weeks now, isn't it? That's fucking mad. That's flown by. That has. But I've got there's still bits coming up like the phlegm, and I think that comes up for quite a while. And I did. I tell you what, I've not done karaoke in years and years and years. And we went out on Valentine's Day, literally just an impromptu thing. Paul, who's at Frothy's Coffee down at Bramcote, he said we're doing Mr. and Mrs. at our local pub. So we went down. We had a game of Mr. and Mrs. We lost. We didn't. We came third or fourth out of 5. So we weren't brilliant at that. And then there weren't many people in the pub. There was probably about 20 or 30 people in, and they'd got disco karaoke on. And I'd mentioned to Paul that I enjoyed karaoke, so he fucking put me up to do a song, and I did that. And then I did another one later on. And I haven't done karaoke in such a long time, and everybody was just like fucking round of applause, cheering. My voice is so much better since I've given up smoking.
Yeah.
It's so much better. I did Johnny Be Good, and I
do you know Michael Jackson stuff?
Yeah. I fucked a kid. Yeah, it was brilliant. Yeah.
Actually, talking about Michael Jackson, anybody see that documentary?
What, the one where he talks about sleeping with kids?
No, there's another
The
one.
Bashir one from years ago.
No, not the Bashir one. There's another one at the moment, and it's like old recordings of him, and it's going back over the Bashir stuff and all that. And I don't understand. It's so fucking plain that he's a fucking paedophile.
Yes.
My own opinions, but it's so obvious he's a paedophile. Why are they still playing his music? Airtime is crazy. Absolutely.
Yeah, but because if you look at the Epstein file footage that's been released, have you seen the latest one where he's there and they've got an alleged cooked person or something, and they're all eating it, and this kid said that Michael was protecting the kids, not, from
I
everybody.
heard something about that. He built Neverland to protect the children from all these little cults and all that. But is that house big enough? Neverland, it's just
Massive.
bizarre. The people are just coming, just trying to defend Michael Jackson in some really bizarre ways. He's a paedophile. What other bloke do you know would go to bed? Like a 35, 40-year-old man will go to bed with children that are not his own.
Well, I mean, obviously, my kids are stepkids, and when they were very young, I wouldn't allow them in our bed with us. They'd come and sit on the bottom of the bed and watch TV with us, but they'd go when Jane was on her own in bed. They'd get in bed with her, but I wouldn't have them in bed with me. And that's like I'm the dad. You know what I mean? I know I'm not biologically, but I've been there since day one, and and I wouldn't do that. So it's like the girls as well. Maybe if there'd been boys, it'd have been different. I don't know. Same sex kind of thing, but. No, I always felt that was funny, and you watch the programs, and loads of people will jump up to Michael Jackson's defense. And I liked his music when I was a kid. I loved Michael Jackson I liked the Jackson 5 back in the day. I remember listening to all their stuff, and I liked Michael Jackson. He was a talented guy. But when you watch that Bashir interview, I don't think he thought he was a paedophile. I honestly believe I don't think he thought he was a paedophile. I think he thought he was a I think he thought he was a child. His mental age wasn't there, but that doesn't excuse it. You can go. There's loads of people, isn't there? That lots of paedophiles that are in prison today present as younger than they are. Their mental ages are younger than they are, and maybe their sexuality is stuck in that age. So I'm playing devil's advocate. There is something there where you kind of think, well, they can't help it, but it still doesn't make it right. Do you know what I mean? There's got to be somebody there going, that's not fucking right. And when he sat there and he's like, yeah, we get on the bed and we eat cookies and cuddle and fall asleep together. But I'm not a paedophile. I'm not a paedophile. You know what I mean? Fuck off. You're a paedophile. 100%. Macaulay Culkin, you ruined him. Look what happened to him. Fucking. I mean, he's better now, isn't he? But he turned into a complete smackhead, didn't he? I mean, you could say that's fame, but I don't know. But yeah, I heard the thing about Jane was talking about the Epstein thing again. Is it Epstein? Don't know.
I don't know.
But they were saying Jane was saying that there was rumours that they were eating babies.
Yeah, that's what I've just said.
Yeah, raping babies and then eating them.
There's a lot of shit that's come out. I mean, some governor as well of the US or whatever he's in the government in the US, and he just there's one email that come from him and said, "Can we have like three younger girls, please, that can be shot afterwards?" And there's all sorts of stuff coming out now.
Wasn't there the thing about Maxwell as well? Because obviously, is it Ghislaine Maxwell? It's obviously Robert Maxwell's daughter.
Yeah.
Weren't there like rumours that his boat was used as well, and the people were just literally hit with a brick and thrown in the sea after, kind of thing?
Yeah, well, do you reckon I mean, Robert Maxwell, do you reckon he worked for Mossad, don't he? I mean, he disappeared, didn't he? Robert Maxwell. Yeah. He fell off his boat. His body's never been discovered.
Yeah.
Just
and he was a wrong un on so many levels, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
He was the pension man, wasn't he? Robbed all the pension funds.
They reckon that Epstein now was like Mossad. He was like an Israeli agent, and he was getting all this information on people. And
Can I just like, this is the perfect moment for me to just go, I don't know what you're talking about now. So again, don't watch the news. What's Mossad? I don't know what that is.
It's the Israeli fucking secret service.
What? And they reckon Epstein's one of them? Yeah. What? So he's because Jane said there's
not one of them, but like work for them. He was like a plant for them.
Jane's got a theory, and I think it's obviously something that she's read somewhere, that he's still alive, that he's not dead.
Yeah, there's plenty of theories about that, but you just have to wait and see what happens when those files do actually get released. I mean, there was an inquiry, wasn't there, in America last week? I don't know if it's still going on, but that Pam Bondi was the one who she's like what's the word, justice, anyway, like the Minister of Justice or whatever. She's the one who's leading this inquiry, who released the files, and there's that much stuff that's been redacted in the files. She's read all the files, she knows, and she's just defending Trump all the way. But Trump put her in that office to do exactly that, basically.
Yeah.
So it's all, yeah, it's all very
underhanded. I think the most
hope...
shocking thing about... Sorry, Charlie, carry on.
I think it probably all come out in the wash. I'm sure it's going to at some point all come out in the wash. There's people saying that they've got the unredacted files. There's another governor who's posted, "I'm healthy, I'm still alive, I'm really healthy, I'm not suicidal, I'm not going to, commit suicide, I don't live on I'm not going to get thrown out of windows, but I've got a file, I've got the unredacted files, all of them, and I'm going to release them." So there's all sorts of things going around at the moment. Whether these stories are true or not, we don't know.
The most shocking thing is that there's only one person behind bars, and it's a woman. I think that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just some of the names that are coming up out of this. Obviously there's Trump and Mandelson who've been big in the news recently and all that stuff, isn't they? And it's just like, how have these people not been called to? There's this. It's there, isn't it? I think, and if any of these people that have been linked to Epstein and they've been put in the places where these crimes have been committed, they should have been stripped of any office that they've got completely, and that includes the president of the United States, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah.
If there's anything, it should have been a proper job, and it never is it? These people with money and power, they've got such protection. It's unbelievable. It's fucking mad. And the one person who's in the nick, and I'm not like defending her in any way, shape, or form. From some of the stuff we started watching that Epstein Filthy Rich the other night, and it was going on about Ghislaine Maxwell and how they were sat on the bed and he was rubbing this girl and she was rubbing this girl and they were both in it together. It's fucking disgusting. Not like saying she shouldn't be in the nick, but there was only her and him who were done and put behind bars for it, effectively. He was awaiting trial, wasn't he? And all these other people, I mean, Mandelson's still a lord. Yeah. And he's been pictured in his fucking underpants there. Do you know what I mean? How the hell can that happen?
There's so much going to unravel over that over the next few months. There's so much. It's got to. It's got to. I mean, the Clintons are being, they've got to go to some inquiry as well. There's some inquiry, but apparently they're going to bury Trump. There's all sorts. I mean, those files aren't redacted in other countries, so other countries can bring out the specifics if they choose to, if they wanted to. Why haven't they?
Yeah.
Why haven't they? It's fucking criminal, disgraceful. And those poor victims who are getting this thrown in their face every day, by people like us.
Yeah. On a lighter note, Cliff Richard's still not been raided.
He's not. Well, his back jigger has.
Every fucking week. We need to move this on to something nicer, don't we? Joe, how was your gig yesterday, brother?
Yeah, it was really good. Place called the Thorn Tree at Wayne Groves, UK.
I came to the last one. It was a really nice venue. Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant place that. But they've done it up now a lot more since you were last there. They put all this cladding on the walls and it dampened the sound and it made it really a lot better. Plus, they've got a light up now. But yeah, it's a really good up and coming pub. That definitely.
The picture looked good. I saw a picture of you on Facebook. It looked good. It's a nice little room for it, isn't it?
Yeah, and I love it because it's one of the only places I've ever played where you're lower than the crowd.
Yeah.
And I actually do prefer that, weirdly enough. I know that the stages are meant to be higher, but I do actually prefer that. But yeah, no, it's a great gig. And Yeah, just I was just so grateful that my car got us there.
So your car's
Mm.
okay, is it?
I've had it fixed, but the downer I had last week is that it was my birthday on Friday, and
Happy birthday, mate. I did.
yeah, you're right. And we wanted to, obviously, everybody wanted to go out and stuff like that, but we weren't able to because obviously every bit of money I've had's gone on that car.
Yeah.
And you just think to yourself, like, I can't believe of all the weeks it's gone down on my actual birthday. It just threw everything out of place, mate. So my mental health last week was shocking.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking. But this week I'm determined to get right. So I've started off strong, made a good breakfast, gone in the gym, obviously met with you guys now. There's a lot of work on this week, so it should be a good week.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
It'll all be right.
Yeah.
It'll all get there.
Is you
Yeah,
as the whiplash? Is that better now?
ish. That's why I went to the gym this
It
morning. Because
The funny thing is, though, that wasn't off the car crash, was it?
no, not really. It was like from the aftermath of it all.
When you crack
it's
one
his
off.
birthday. Fuck. Steady on, girl. Steady on.
Oh,
Oh.
that car. Just honestly, like, I know I need a new one, but I'm not in a position at the minute to fork out for a new one. I mean, I wish I was, but I'm not. And it's
No,
like,
I think there's a good point there. Nobody ever is.
no,
Nobody ever is. I mean, for me, it's like, yeah, I've got the cash to buy a new car, but
mm,
I'm not going to spend my cash. I'm going to borrow it. I'm going to keep my capital in the bank. As long as I've got the money there to be able to pay the loan off, I'll do it that way. But
yeah,
I always find, and it always tends to be cars with me. The house is touch wood, it's been okay, but it's like you get to a point with your business, and like I'm very cautious about what I spend and this that, and the other. And since I've stopped drinking, I don't spend very much. So like you see the business bank account building up, and then like just this last few weeks, I've had a 1,200-1,300 pound VAT bill. I've had a £1,800 insurance bill for the business, and then the car. And it's just like you've just got to keep smiling. You've just got to keep getting up and carrying on, haven't you? You've
I
just
know.
got to, and it's hard. This has helped me no end this morning because I felt so down this morning. I'm like, fucking hell. Um,
Yeah,
I'm going to have to spend
I
all this money.
I jotted something down this morning about anxiety, something that I picked up. But it's basically the end of it. It just says, I don't know what will happen, but I trust it'll be okay. And that's what
yeah,
Yeah,
you get you sort of like your mindset into. You don't know what's going to happen. You sort of like with your head, when anything like that happens, it's throwing all the nasty shit at you, and it's lying to you. And it's going into self-preservation mode, isn't it? It's thinking of the worst case scenarios. But you've just, I know it's easy to say, you just got to ignore all that shit because you don't know what's going to happen.
no,
You could fucking buy a lottery ticket tonight and win the fucking lottery, couldn't you?
yeah.
You just got to think that everything's going to be okay, and it will be.
I mean, the thing is as well is like I thought like because everybody's like, oh, you're not having a good time of it, are you, Joe? And I know that people don't mean it nastily at all, but you just think to yourself like that. Just a comment like that, you just think like, yeah, it's not, and it just puts you down even more. But like I said to Ellen, I says the thing is that you've got to realise that it's a learning curve that everything's sent for you. Like if you can get like this is a bit that I thought about when I got that car back because I've never had to do this before because it's my own fault. I cancelled my RAC membership at the end of January, and the point being I've been spending 30 quid a month or whatever it is for absolutely no reason for the last sort of like 4 years. Then the
cancel it. Something goes
second
wrong.
week after cancelling it, this happens, right? So, well, no, sorry, the first week I popped my tyre.
Yeah,
The second week, this happens. And I'm just like, is this a result of not being in the RAC anymore? Or is it just a strong coincidence that we've had two pretty
Shit
big
happens.
car problems
Shit
go
happens.
off?
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Shit happens, and
And
that's what you got to put it down to.
and
This
then,
is
but the thing, quickly,
it.
Chris, the thing is that like getting my car back, like I've never had to do any of this. So I'm in the rain because it's rained every day, hasn't it? So I'm in the absolute freezing cold, chucking it down rain. The police drove by and they went, "You can't have your car there, you know." I was like, "Well, obviously, but my whole ball joint's broke and I can't move it." Luckily, they pulled over. The officer says, "Oh, we can have a look at recovery, but it's going to be ridiculously expensive because it's from the police." So I'm looking through thinking like, I'm gonna have to get it recovered somehow. But after I'd gone like through my tantrum, I was like, right, let's sort it out. Thankfully, I managed to find, well, my brother Will got me a number for a recovery service. I ended up getting it recovered, took it to the garage, and then yeah, I've now got a gig for the next sort of 5 weeks to pay for the repair. But you know, that's just life, innit? And you've got to think to yourself, I would never, ever, ever have done that like a couple of years ago. I probably had just done the normal thing and gone, what's the point in life? You know, what's the point? There's no point trying to better yourself. Something like this always happens. But this time I was like, look, the car's done now. Yeah, I know you've had to miss out on a fucking shitload of work. I really have. And I mean, Wednesday is one of my busiest days. And I had to cancel everybody. This is twice now. And I said to Ellen, I says, I cannot have another Wednesday off. I says, it can't happen. I
Yeah.
says, the amount of money that's in my Wednesday, but not only that, everybody I teach on it, well, I love everybody anyway, but everybody on a Wednesday, you go round the house to teach them. None of them come to me. So all of that driving about and, you know, you get to see different scenery and that helps me because then you have a bit of a chat with your students as well. You get to know how their days have been and how their week's gone. And you know, when I miss it, people think that they think like, oh yeah, but it's great to just stay in bed all day or something. No, no, it's not at all. I'd rather be out there on the road, seeing people,
He
doing my
gets to come and
work.
see me on a Wednesday, don't you, mate? That's
Yeah,
what it. That's
exactly.
what it is. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's it. But but this it's like you lose all that social aspect as well
yeah,
as the
yeah.
money aspect. And that's pretty much the thing. And I says, I don't care what happens this week. I says, because I can guarantee something's gonna happen tomorrow or Wednesday, but I says I am doing them lessons. If I have to bloody push bike it, I'm doing them.
There's always something, mate. It's like it's like when you set a business up, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
and I got quickly to this. It was like, I ummed and ahed for years and years about setting my own business up. It's the best thing I've ever done, right? But any moment in time, the way that my business works, recruitment's not great at the moment. So it's like it's not a fast flowing industry at the minute. It's not great, and anything could happen. I'm putting feelers out at the minute to bring some work in and all that good stuff. Anything could happen, but the worst case scenario is I go and get a job.
Yeah.
If it all goes tits up, I just go and get a job.
Yeah. That's
That's
true.
that's the worst thing that I could wake up to as a reality of my business not working. It's like there's always going to be something, isn't there? It's like
Yeah.
people go on about pensions and stuff like that, and it's like you put into your pension, don't you, all your
Mm.
life, and a
Yeah.
lot of people don't get to pension age. So
No.
it's that, and like what you said there in the beginning, like my RAC cover or whatever, I always have it with my insurance, my car insurance. It always comes with it breakdown. But like that 30 quid a month that you've been paying for however many years, yeah, that's what insurance is. I mean, how many
Mm.
years have you paid car insurance and not claimed?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think I've claimed on I might have claimed on my car insurance once, and I've been
Yeah.
driving for 30 years
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you're paying, but what's the minimum you're going to be paying? £300-400 a year
Yeah,
as a
no,
minimum. So that's 12, 13 grand, whatever it is that you've paid as a minimum, me,
yeah,
on car insurance, and
Yeah.
I've claimed once.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
I think sometimes you can overthink it, can't you?
of course
Shit
you can, yeah.
happens. Yeah, and I think when you're in that state of mind where you think everything's going wrong for you, it's really hard to get yourself out of that hole, isn't it? It really is. And you've just got to just think. I always think time's a great healer. I'll be all right in a few days. I'll be all right in
Yeah.
a few days, and I am. I'm fine in a few days, but I want to try and get that down now to like instantly okay. That's why that's what I've been working on
Yeah.
my sort of like mindset the last sort of like 12 months, and it's starting to work. It's not a few days, I mean, I think I mentioned on the pod the other week I had a really bad Saturday a couple of weeks ago, but I was pretty much all right 24 hours later, and normally that would have taken me weeks to get over. I was in a fucking shit place.
Do you think there's like this is something that I've certainly experienced, and I don't know whether or not this is universal or not. I don't know. Do you think like when you get into a bit of a downer, do you think there's almost a comfort there in
Yeah.
feeling like that,
100%.
where you're like, I don't want to get out of this, I just can't be arsed, I'm going to
Yeah.
bury my head in the sand, I'm just going to do. And obviously it's not the right thing to do, like what you've just said is really positive there, Charlie.
Yeah.
But there's certain like there's moments for me like, fuck me, I've got to pay this, my business, I've got to, the car's fucked, this has happened, my mum and dad are coming, which is great, but it does cause, we'll have a house full of people and we'll have 3 dogs instead of my one little boy.
Yeah.
And it's busy. Do you know what I mean? And it's like sometimes I think there's almost like not an addiction, but like a comfort in it.
Comfort blankets as such. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not like that. You see, if I couldn't I need to get out of that situation.
Have you ever been like that though?
No, I mean, I
No.
think maybe I don't know. Reflecting back on when it was really bad, but I mean, I really wanted to not be here then, and I didn't want to be here anymore. I just thought with me being out the equation, everybody else would be better off.
Here's something a bit left field, but in that line of things. So I remember how I felt after I failed to end it all. So what the fuck? Ugh, I've just got to go. Yeah, he's not. He's just fucking got mud all over me hand. I'll be back in a sec. Let's just have a break.
You shouldn't have had
Let's
Yeah.
have a break. Yeah.
Let's just have a break. Let's just have a break. Hello and welcome back to the Funnyfarm Pod. I've washed my hands. The dog's just shat on my hand, which was ridiculous. But there we go. My initial thought. I've been accused of dogophiling. But I can bestiality. Yeah. I can assure you, I'm not going to cut that out. I said we don't cut stuff. I'm not going to cut it out. I might clip it, see if it goes viral. That one. But yeah, we were talking. It just it goes to prove, doesn't it? Because in that moment in time where I'd got a bit of dog shit on my hand, it just goes to prove that all you need to do is wash your hands. It's not the end of the world, is it? So at least there's a moral in that story. But what I was talking about, just quickly before we go on to Charlie's corner, so to speak, is like I remember like when I think they were talking about like the comfort in feeling a bit down and this, that, and the other. I remember like when you get to a point, don't you, where you feel suicidal, and it's like I'd got to the point where I wasn't planning on waking up again. I'd took a massive overdose. Sister found me, all that stuff. Ended up in hospital and okay again. And like the hospital was quite peaceful. It was like, I think I've mentioned this on pod before, it was quite tranquil. I read some books and it was just no aggro from the outside world or anything like that. But then when I got back in, then you kind of get out of hospital and you've then got to sort your life out again. And it's almost like, well, part of the reason why I just thought, fuck this, is because I couldn't be arsed with dealing with everything that was going on. And then you have to deal with it again. So the comfort bit is like everything's going wrong. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm going to end it, or I'm going to bury my head in the sand and not do anything about this.
Yeah.
And then the reality of it is, as Charlie said, like that positive mindset and getting back on your feet and like realizing that, you know, there's always a way. There's always going to be a way out of whatever issue it is. Wash your hand if you get shit on it. You know, sort your car out if your car's fucked up, or, you know, move on if your missus leaves you or cheats on you or whatever. There's always a way to like look at that positively and move on. And you won't want to do it at the time. I didn't want to do it at the time. You know, all these things that go through your head at that point in time. But like what Charlie said was really poignant, and I think we all must go through exactly what Charlie said. Like it seems like, yeah, you can get over these feelings like in a morning now.
I'll
So
be
you like,
completely honest.
hmm,
You know, Thursday, I was like that. I just thought,
yeah,
I just don't want to be here anymore.
yeah,
I thought, what? And the main reason being is because it was my birthday Friday. So I was, you know, you've got all these plans, haven't you? You've got all these things that you think this is how it's going to go. But
yeah,
it don't. It started to go back, and I thought, I'm not going to enjoy my birthday. You know, I've had all my work, I've had to cancel all my work yesterday. And I just thought, what's the point? Because all I've got to look forward to now, and I do love this, is the quiz at the night.
hmm,
And I was just there in bed Thursday morning, just going, I could quite happily just get absolutely wasted and hoping that I just don't get up from this, you know.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then my dad, bless him, I rang him, had a chat with him, and then when I got to the quiz, I was in so much of a depressional state. I was just like walking up and I'm thinking, I just don't want to do this. And then when I plugged all my equipment in, because you're making people laugh, because you're entertaining and
mm,
stuff like that, I started to get back to me again. And another thing, when we were gigging yesterday, same feeling. For me, my biggest thing to combat my mental health is performing. It just is. I just, and I'm sure it is for you, Chris, when you get on stage and you're doing your comedy. Like, you have
yeah,
so much of a buzz, and you feel like, yeah, I'll tell you why it is. It's because you feel like you're worth something in that sector. You know,
yeah.
like you feel like you've got something there.
Saturday,
But
Saturday when I did the karaoke, I just did two songs on the karaoke. I'd not done it for ages, and Paul turned round and said, "I didn't even realise you'd started. I thought they'd put a record on," and that was like, "Fuck me, that is like what a buzz that is to hear
yeah,
that kind of feedback. That's just amazing." And
Paul is deaf though, isn't he?
sorry, I can't hear me. What I was saying. That sounded to me like a twat.
yeah.
Joe, I've got to say, I really enjoyed doing your quiz on the pod last week. Was it last week or whatever we did
Yeah,
it?
it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I've got to add, I did fucking twat yous all. I fucking went the
You
floor with
did.
you. Yeah.
yeah.
It's because he's that much older than us, mate. He's got more knowledge, hasn't he? You didn't
But
get the
no,
Everest one though, did you, mate? There's no
I
fucking
never got.
common
Yeah,
sense up there, is there?
yeah, but Joe had fucking told you that the week before, soft lad.
He'd asked me the question, and I'd got the question correct. Yeah, it was a nice one to come up because I knew the answer to that.
but all I was
I
gonna
think
say was,
I came
if
last. I did, didn't I?
if anybody's got to that level, like what I was at, like last week and stuff like that, to me, my advice is just find something that you know you're good at, that you know that's your safe comfort part. Your bed is not the comfortable part of it that you think it is. I know what you mean, Chris, with when you were saying, do you find comfort in being in that way? You do.
Yeah,
If you lie in bed
yeah,
all day feeling sorry for yourself, you do end up finding comfort in it, and your brain starts to just close because there's nothing, you're blanking everything out. But if you
Yeah,
get up and you do
absolutely.
something that you enjoy, no matter what state you're in, just go and do it. And I promise you, you will feel better for it. And then you can start to reevaluate.
Even if it's just getting up and going for a walk, just get
Yeah,
yourself out and about. We know it's easy to say, and we're all chatting about it, but we've all been in that position. Joe was been in it recently. I was in it a few weeks ago. Time's a great healer. It will work. You know, you need to go and see somebody if you're feeling this low. Though you really
yeah.
need to go and seek some medical advice as well. Um,
Or just fix a bath.
Fix a bath or fix a car. I might just learn to fix cars. Do you know what I mean?
And my
Like,
mechanic said, I turned round to Dan, who's my mechanic, and I just turned around and said, I fucking hate cars, mate. And he goes, do you know what, mate? I've been a mechanic for fucking decades. You can't hate cars as much as I fucking hate cars. Yeah, absolute fucking nightmare, aren't they?
can I
Anyway,
can I can I just quickly move on to something else? By the way,
you can, mate. Of course you
that
can.
that I wanted to chat about. Did anybody hear what Jim Ratcliffe had said last week? You know who Jim
no.
Ratcliffe is, don't you? The
So this
Batman
is the Man United fucking tax
billionaire.
dodger. Yeah.
Basically, he basically turned around last week and said that the UK has been colonized by immigrants. We're going on to immigrants here now. So,
Danger, danger.
you know it. So, yeah, so it's been colonized by immigrants. So this is, as you mentioned before, Chris, he's a billionaire who's actually fucking moved to Monaco to evade tax. Surely he's part of the problem too. You know what I mean? You know, we do have problems with immigrants. You know, we you know, there's an immigration problem, and that's why the government's starting to looking at tackling it, and you know, opposition and everybody's looking at tackling it. But they should tackle these fucking billionaires as well.
So there's an immigration problem, but you go and emigrate. Yeah,
Well, no,
makes
he did
sense.
this. No, he did this. He did this years ago too. I mean, he should be paying about 4 billion. I think I read he should be paying about 4 billion a year in tax. So you know, everybody moans about the immigrants are taking over the NHS and stuff like this, but they are a strain on the NHS. We all know that. But if these fucking billionaires who never fucked off out the country or paying their taxes properly, there'd be more money in the fucking coffers, wouldn't there? There'd be more money in there.
I
But
think it's a double-edged sword, this one,
yeah, of course it is.
because I mean, like for, it's like for business. This government don't want businesses like mine. They don't want businesses like yours.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want small businesses. So what they've done recently is altered the national insurance. Are you limited, Charlie?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is good. This will affect you as well then. So now they're putting a charge in where you have to now pay monthly your NI cost,
Yep.
whereas before you got a bit more relief as a small business. You're not getting that anymore.
No,
So
no.
you're not getting that. And you know, there used to be benefits to being self-employed, right? And let's not like from a business perspective. Business brings in jobs, it brings in revenue into the country, and this, that, and the other. And if you overtax the people that are doing that, the people that are spearheading that, then what automatically happens is these people don't want to pay that tax. They don't, and they want to keep hold of as much of their money as they possibly can without paying the tax. Yeah, we all know that, like, people, if you can do a cash job, someone, you know, if you're a self-employed person, people are going to put cash in the pocket. Everybody does that. I mean, I'm a recruitment, so I can't do that. But
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people will get paid by cash.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to your ice cream van and pay for your fucking 99 with a £5 note, they're not putting that in the till. That's going in the pocket, and so the people take it into their own hands, and it's, you know, the HMRC aren't bothered about people like that. They are bothered about people who are. It's almost like the mid-range that they're bothered about.
Yeah.
But this government have started to really kick the fuck out of smaller businesses as well. So yeah, I agree with you that they should be. Yeah, there was something on Facebook about this guy, wasn't there? And it was like that he paid zero tax, and he's moaning about immigrants, and they paid 12 billion in tax into UK coffers. So there's an argument like that. You know, so they're using that as an example, but he's one person. Do you know what I mean? And there is an element of like if you earn loads of money or more money, then you should put more into the coffers. But then if you're putting, this guy's obviously not, but if you're putting more money into the coffers, like I have a lot of the time, paying super tax and all this, that, and the other, then it does piss you off more when stuff like when you start seeing people getting stuff that you would not really think they deserved. And then when, the retirement age starts going up and up and up, you know what I mean? So people have to work longer. The fact of the matter is, no matter what political climate you're in, no matter what political leaders are in place running the country at the time, nobody can please everybody. Yes, they should make sure that Costa, Starbucks, Amazon, all these people pay the taxes. Of course they should. I'm not saying that they shouldn't. But yeah, there's an element of. I mean, I was talking to a guy the other day, a sort of business associate of mine, who's self-employed. He's gone limited, and he's paying like it's just not really worth him doing it. He's not a big business, you see. His turnover's not great.
Yeah.
But they're taxing him loads and loads of money, and he's thinking about moving to Dubai.
Yeah.
Because you don't pay tax over there. So, and there's loads of people that have done it. Tons and tons of people are moving the money over to, moving themselves to Dubai, and then just charging like whatever they do to the British element of it, and they don't pay tax. So unless you close those loopholes,
I know. It's very murky. Freddie Mercury. It's very murky. It's very murky.
Freddie
Somebody
Mercury.
put a poster outside Old Trafford, though, saying immigrants have done more for the city than billionaire tax dodgers ever will. Right outside Old Trafford. And Man United have distanced themselves from it. They've just basically saying that they are inclusive and welcoming. So yeah, so that's been a little bit of a story going on this week. We all know there's problems.
There's so much.
We all know there's problems with tax evasion.
Everybody's scared of saying stuff, aren't they? People are scared of saying their true feelings about immigration, because it's a really, you've got the left wing woke and the right wing nutters. We're obviously all very middle of the road. The fact of the matter is, and I've said this on pod before, immigration that benefits the country, immigration that benefits the NHS and all the services. The NHS would be nothing without immigration. Going right back to when it was formed. That was just after the war, wasn't it? Immigration has certainly helped, and when your surgeon's not got a name of Smith or Jones, you're certainly not going to tell him not to fucking save your life, are you? Let's be honest. But people that come over here and have got criminal records from where they've come from, people that come over here and they've got no wherewithal to look after themselves, and they're just going to bludge off the benefit system. And I'll be dead honest, they should fuck off. Simple as that.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of English and British people. There's a lot of British people that are in that boat as well. Sorry, that's pardon the pun. That don't fucking put into the coffers, and they should fuck off as well.
I think with the immigrants, they need to be shifted out the country pretty fast as well, don't they? Not just hanging around. They shouldn't be stuck in hotels. These things they need to be processed faster, surely.
They certainly shouldn't be hanging around schools.
No.
And stuff like that. So yeah. Joe zoned out though. He's like, I am not engaging in this. I want to be able to go to the USA, and I want to be able to stay in the UK. You can fuck off.
I'm going to be living in bloody Antarctica this week.
We're dealing with us.
I'm not going to bring Trump up this week because he's doing my head in, the fucking orange bastard.
Right, what we're moving on to.
Yeah.
We're off. Messages from the herd. We're on now. Messages
Yeah.
from the herd.
This is going to be Kev's
It
corner
gets
then.
louder every week, that cow.
He's got that right next to his fucking microphone. We can't hear him, but we can definitely hear the cow.
Did you see those pictures I put up on Facebook this week? And I put a picture up. I asked ChatGPT what you look like.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais.
They look like,
Look,
just like Ricky Gervais. I couldn't work that one out.
nothing like Ricky Gervais.
Didn't look like anyone.
Anyone.
They got yours bang on though, didn't they, Grant Mitchell? That was fucking knob on that.
How about fucking Dave Brown? He said I look like fucking a bald Michael Barrymore.
Is that one of my comedy mates, was it? There was like an element though. I did look at it and I thought he does look a bit on that picture. You did look a bit like Michael Barrymore. What? Again, what? Oh, Michael Van Gerwen.
Anyway, and then I put a caption up. There was a picture of Mandelson in a pose, and I put like caption that. And Sean Collington, he come in with, see what happens when you don't swallow. And a Craig Shaw, just sit on my lap and we can talk about this.
These are all my mates. Sean's an old pal of mine. Looks like Stato off the Fantasy Football League. And yeah, Craig's a comedian. I think the one you mentioned, David, is a comedian as well. And then I think my nephew said something as well on that, didn't he?
I'd not come across it.
Yeah, I think he said
your nephew does comment quite a bit.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Well, Kev, we've had Kev again. Kev commented on your winter clip he did when you were moaning about winter, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
And Kev, our super fan, our super commenter.
You've gone, Charlie.
Commenter, doesn't he? He's what? Who? 1, 2.
Keep going. It'll pick it up.
Okay.
He should stick to fixing fucking baths.
Here's the thing. In winter, you can at least get warm. In the summer, when the heat is oppressive, there is no escape.
Yeah, there is at my house. Honestly, it's like an ice cube in my house in the summer. I don't have a clue why. I think it might be a ghost, but it is absolutely freezing in my bedroom. It's normally about it. Honestly, like I took a thermometer in last summer and it was like 30 degrees outside. My bedroom was at 6. And I've got no aircon, nothing. Just absolutely freezing in there.
So, Kev, what we'll do, mate, is we'll drop you Joe's address, and you can pop round for a cuddle in his bed with him.
If you want to rent the room in the summer, it's £300 a day.
A day.
That includes a full English in the morning.
I thought you were going to say that includes Helen then. She's going to punch me the next time I see her. I think I've mentioned her a couple of times on pod now.
Kev does continue. I don't like either, but at least in winter there is an escape. So there's one good thing. And then he goes on. We have an attic room that can get up to 35 degrees in the summer. And for weeks, it doesn't get under 28 in there. It's fucking miserable. And then he's put, in the winter, I can get under the feathered duvet and I'm toasty.
I'm not bothered about heat. I love it. I honestly, I can be in 40 degrees.
Yeah,
and I'm fine.
there's always a way, isn't there? If you're somewhere and you're stuck in it's red hot, and there's nowhere, like if you go to like Benidorm or Spain or wherever, there's always like somewhere you can get out of the heat, isn't they? It's one of those, would you rather be too hot or too cold, isn't it? And I think being too cold is more uncomfortable than being too hot.
I always used, that thing, was it moving down under or whatever? People were moving to Australia.
Yeah, wanted down under.
Yeah, I've been to Australia a few times, wanted down under, and when it gets hot out there, it gets hot, like, and they're looking at houses and they're going, oh, there's not much sunshine. It's a bit of a dark room. This, tell you what, when you fucking live in there, you need dark rooms. You don't want the sun glaring in through that fucking patio door into that room. It'll be like a fucking oven. You want.
You're very well travelled, aren't you?
Yeah. I've done about 50 countries, I think.
Wow, that's mad.
The only time I really didn't like the heat was in Torremolinos, and because the room that we had was when you get them like high rise hotels, just got like loads and loads of floors, but the room was honestly about as big as my bathroom. It was tiny. And it was just, there was an aircon in it, but it just wasn't doing anything. And I was just like, you couldn't open the door or anything. Nothing was going to work. I just sat there like, this is just that horrible, muggy, dreadful heat. And I didn't enjoy that.
You've got to have aircon, haven't you? When you go abroad, you've got to have aircon, because you can't open the windows, really.
Here's a little tip for when you go abroad. There's loads of apps out there. You can download remote control for an aircon. It's like a universal remote control for an aircon. Download it onto your phone. And then when you go to a hotel and you've got to pay, a lot of these hotels you have to pay for the aircon. And then they'll give you the remote control for the aircon. But if you've got it on your phone, you're sorted.
Yeah.
Tip of the day for you.
Interesting. Yeah, Charlie keeps freezing, but just keep going.
I got that.
Right, you ready? Ready? Welcome to the funny farm. The lads are back causing harm, talking shite but full of charm. It's the Funny Farm Showdown. And welcome to this week's Funny Farm Showdown.
You did well there, Joe.
Today's topic: animals most likely to get banned from the farm.
Banned from the farm?
Banned from the farm.
There's the obvious ones, a fox, isn't it? The farmers fucking hate foxes. They eat chickens. They cause loads of bother. Somebody had a fox recently, didn't they? On one of the other questions. I'm going fox.
I'm going badger.
Badger.
Well, it's the same thing.
Same kind of thing,
as well.
Yeah.
That's an easy one, Charlie, this week. Right. That's it. You've got. They're the two. There's no choice to be made.
Tell me why farmers hate badgers. Come on, Joe.
Well, they eat shit, don't they?
Yeah, they steal everything. They wreck places. Honestly, and the thing is, you can't shoot a badger or anything because it's obviously protected, just like foxes are now. So, yeah, they're the two.
Foxes and badgers. Yeah.
Shut that question down in one.
I'll do your Funny Farm Showdown question. Who's won that one, Charlie?
Hang on. I'm contemplating.
Fox is too obvious. I'd go badger.
I'm going to go badger.
But still, it's both. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. What animal would be most likely to become an internet influencer?
Cat.
We always think they are. Oh, Dachshund would be a good one because there's loads of them online, isn't they?
Any dog or cat, any domesticated pet, bird, parrot.
You have to think outside that. You two just don't get the hang of this, do you?
No,
Charlie, you know when you were involved in this and you had to come up with one. How many weeks did you win?
that was you two form an alliance against me.
That's a good one as well. A lion. That might be.
A lion would be banned from the farm. Alligator, that'd probably wouldn't be allowed on there. Yeah. Right, we're going to wrap up soon. So what is so Badgers won that one, showdown of the week. I'll let you reminisce on who'd be the best influencer, but I think Cat and Dash had pretty good ideas. What is the pig of the week then? So we've had cars, and what was the other one that we'd said?
Doctor receptionist.
Doctors, yeah.
There's a strange thing in the sky, and it's like bright.
It's the
And
sun.
I don't think I've seen it for about a year now.
It'll make your bedroom warmer as well.
It'll go cold. As soon as that comes out, the temperature drops in his bedroom as soon as the sun comes out.
Yeah. So pig of the week, what are we going for, boys?
I'm going for GP surgeries.
Yeah.
It is shit, isn't it, that you can't that whole thing about, I've got this problem, can I talk to you about this one as well? No, you've got to go and make another appointment. Is a load of old. That's bollocks, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a ridiculous rule. If you're out there and you have any influence on decision making in the NHS regards to appointment making, I think it's just that the doctors are fucking lazy, if I'm being honest with you. But anyway.
The other thing is,
figure the week.
Everything's on computer now, isn't it, at the doctors?
Yeah.
So they just pull up straight away whatever was last up with you. And I think when I went, the last thing that was up, I broke my heel. That was in 2012.
Yeah.
So they went, right, heel all right? Yeah, we were 13 years late on. But yeah, it's all right. It's healed.
I had some bloods done, obviously with the diabetes, and I had some bloods done at the QMC, and they wouldn't share them with Derbyshire.
Yeah,
I'd had them done at Nottingham. They wouldn't share them. I had to go and have them done again.
Yeah.
It's just fucking pathetic. It really, really is pathetic. And there's more bureaucrats in the NHS than there is clinical staff. So that shouldn't ever be a thing, should it? If the clinical staff have taken the blood, the bureaucrats should be able to fucking pass it over to somebody else. Do you know what I mean? So
also that works in not only the doctors and stuff, but I know that the police, they can't really get information from county to county and stuff, and a lot of the time.
Crazy, isn't it?
My mate works in the police, and he was saying, he says, so the amount of times that somebody will be in your town, but we can't do out about it because we haven't got the information from Nottinghamshire, if you like. So it's crap. Pub watch is the same. Working in pubs, there's at the minute you can only go on your area. So we've got area wash, pub watch in control here. But if you go to Trowell where you are, that's not area wash. So if you're on pub watch here, just clear off to Stabbo. You know what I mean?
Which is what they do. That's exactly what they do as well, isn't it? So yeah. So
I'm Chris.
Hang on, where am I?
You look loads better, mate. That's what you look quite cool, mate. You look quite cool. Yeah, nice. I still look better than both of you with them on or off.
I think mine are.
I'm not wearing these.
You look very nice, both of you. Can you hear the pod through that then, Joe? Now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, that's better, mate. Absolutely. Right.
Can you actually hear me better?
No, it's a bit like you're underwater. Anyway, right. Thank you everyone for listening. Drop us an email at hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk, and Patreon is patreon.com/funnyfarmpod. Go and check out the guest special that we put out the other day with Dylan Halliday Jones, who is my daughter's boss, but also a bit of a pod super fan. He likes the pod. His Patreon membership lapsed, so I went to him and said, "What the fuck are you doing? Why are you not paying your subs?" And he's like, "I didn't realise his bank card had changed and he'd forgot to upgrade it." So he was gutted because he missed a pod because of that. So he had to go in and renew it. So yeah. That's a good episode. We've got the Andrew episode out, which is good. Brad's episode's really good as well. That one has done really well on YouTube. Get and watch these videos, and yeah.
And if you need any help, reach out.
Yeah, and we'll be there.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Bye bye.